I think there's like a massive beauty finding the heartbreaking dance music or like music that makes you want to dance. Whenever the chorus hit with this track, it was always that like gut punching feeling that I had. And like, even though it was like a Motown record from Billy Ocean, it just had like the lyrics that hit you in your gut. And that's what I love to do with like my original music. My name is Dan Devlin.
And my name is Matt Sampson, and I'm a music producer.
And Matt is my music producer. I'm a singer-songwriter, pop artist based in London right now. And me and Matt just made this new song. It's an interpolation of a song that I love, that I used to listen to all the time when I was younger. I sent it off like 2 years ago to be cleared for copyright and didn't hear anything. And then like literally like 2 months ago, they got back to me.
Then also gave us a 30-day deadline. So we were both like, oh my God, we need to like redo the song basically.
Yeah, and it was actually quite nice working like against a time constraint as well. Yeah. It was just like, we just need to get it done. We did it in like a day. Nice. I'd listen to a lot of my dad's vinyl growing up. Like I remember on like a Sunday morning, he'd always play like Motown and disco on his vinyl player whilst he was like cooking the sausage sandwiches when I was younger. I was usually hungover, so I was like, oh, this is nice. It was really nice to kind of, you know, put my own spin on it and like allow us to like mess around with the production and make it more authentic to me. And then that way I could relate to it musically as well as emotionally. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what? It actually, should we just pull up the project?
Let's
like dive in, because that's fun. I like to do that. Let's do it.
I mean, let's just have a look at the lead part. So,
love really hurts without you.
And then we've just got some doubles as well, just to thicken it up, make it. And then let's have a look through our stem. So these are we've just stacked a bunch of harmonies.
I think people like underestimate as well, like how important stacking vocals is. When you stack vocal layers in production, it just sounds so much more thick and beautiful.
An upper one, which is nice. And then I think
the harmonies are hard.
They're quite hard on this song. I think this is probably what took us the longest when we were tracking it. But this line, I think I heard it in the original and I was like, it has to go in.
Yeah.
That part.
It doesn't feel natural, but when it's in the project, it sounds
just made it
great.
It sounds crazy by itself, but it just makes the.
And we intentionally left like the "without you" at the end. So at the end of the chorus, there's we put a break in. Without you, now I can't stop the pain inside, baby. That's nice. I like that.
I think this started definitely with the drums. I think we knew the vibe that we wanted. I think, as you said, the references were like Robin, but it's still, I think I wanted to give that like housey reference.
We wanted it to be able to be played in the club. Like,
yeah. I think also as well, I wanted to have a little bit of a UKG housey top line. Like we've got some of these tops in here, just like a tambourine offbeat, a cabasa.
Just gives it that bounce as well.
Just a classic 808 clap.
Yeah.
More claps. And then just a crash, down sweep. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. This is the thing, I always think I can layer and layer and layer forever, but I think sometimes the best songs are just like reducing it to its simplest form, you know what I mean?
A lot of the time, like what I do in production as well is like I overproduce everything, and like half of my battle and like where the actual magic happens is taking things away.
Oh, I remember, I think when we were producing this, Wuthering Heights had just come out, and I think I was listening to a lot of the Charlie XCX soundtrack.
I love that.
I feel like we had these strings I've called crystal strings here on the project, but
yeah, this is
it's
very
just like,
always everywhere.
I feel like this is like where that like euphoric and also just like kind of gut-wrenching moment comes from. You're just like, I don't know, there was something about that.
It's always going back to that. Like, I always want to make people feel something, whether it's in the club or at home or like looking out the window of the train when it's raining. Like, I just always want to make people feel how I felt making it. And that does come down to like the strings and the sonics of it as much as the lyrics as well. You know, it all works hand in hand.
That's the thing. It's only like little extra elements. Like we've got this stutter here. Just like a kind of fun.
Again, super euphoric.
Yeah, it's just, I think these little elements here where we've got some plucky.
And it's like slightly, you know, even though it's electronic music through and through, there's like very real elements to it, the kind of time that we're living in. You know, people are very much craving human right now because it's a weird and scary time. So, you know, having those human elements in with electronic production is like super important. It's not in the original track, but I'm a sucker for like a self-made choir.
Yeah.
So we layered loads of harmonies and crowd vocals at the end.
I think that also something we do a lot with Dan is we'll do most of the vocal production and then right at the end, I'll just give you like 3 or 4 ad-lib takes of the whole track.
Yeah.
And then we kind of pick and choose our favorite moments.
Really hurts without you. The second one you just played was all right, but let me try and place that. Yeah, it's like, I'm always like, I warn them and I'm like, oh, I'm going to over ad-lib and some of this is going to be terrible, but do you know what the beauty is with the beauty is with recording is you can delete it. So that's the best thing. Yeah.
But let's have a listen to this outro. So we've got
without you.
So that was our main kind of bit there, but then we've got all of our choir here. I think it's bounced down now, so you can't see how many tracks, but it was probably something like 16 tracks that we.
I remember doing it for a very long time.
We did. I think this was the last thing we did.
You got a tremolo on that?
Yeah. So I think these were the extra ones. So not on this one. I think it's on. So that's our main one. I think on, so this is on our ad-libs that.
I love that.
We have a little tremolo on it. I mean, you can hear it kind of with the whole track. Nice.
Clean ending.
It's always the way is like the best ones come in the shortest time. Mm-hmm. I think there's something about that of just like letting go and not overanalyzing every decision. I think it's just letting your analyzing brain just turn off for a second and
there was like
get
a
into
pressure
a flow,
release with it being an interpolation. Like for me as like an artist, having it as an interpolation really just took away any pressure because, you know, realistically, it's not my song, you know, like it is, but it's not, you know, that in itself just took the pressure away and we just had fun with it. And music should still be fun. You know, it's not all doom and gloom all the time. I love it doom and gloom, but like this was not that.
Yeah.
What I want people to take away from this is if you're going through a breakup and it feels a bit shit, go to the club and dance to music that makes you feel something and give it 2 weeks and you'll be fine. That's what I want this song to do, you know? That's what I love about, you know, dance music and pop music with substance, is that's what I want to be as an artist for people. I want people to enjoy listening to it and be able to dance to it and be able to cry to it simultaneously. All of my music it's got to have some grit and some meaning to it. When you're in the club, because I'm sober, all I do is like have lollies in the club. Because like when you drink too much Diet Coke, you end up going a bit crazy. Or Red Bull. But these are like dog fun. Okay.